Ladies and gentlemen in the house, I am S.A. Olakojo, a professor of plant breeding and applied genetics. Today we shall be discussing on reality of climate change and the need to adopt the climate smart crop genotypes. Climate change is no longer a new phenomenon. It has been ravaging effect of crops, agricultural enterprise, and many aspects of human life. And when we talk of climate change, what do we mean? This is when too much of sun intensity is reaching the planet because of the ozone layer that has been destroyed. Too much of precipitation, that is a lot of rainfall beyond the normal. Erratic rainfall pattern and distribution that may not favor agriculture. Disruption of agricultural calendars and many other attendant problems like flash flood, excessive heat, drought, unpredictable rainfall, and all manner of things that affect agricultural production, both in the crop and the livestock segment. But there are major effects that are brought about by this climate change and its effects. One, if you want to think of the biotic factors, these include emergence of new pests and diseases. They all evolve roundabout, and the recent one that can easily come to mind is the outbreak of fall armyworm that took place in 2016. And up to this moment, the global community, especially those in the tropical Africa, where the temperature is less than 8 degrees Celsius, are still battling with it. The need for high dose of chemicals to control these pests and diseases come about, and it is an economic loss. New pathogens of diseases are also coming up, and all of these are calling for more resources in the control of these pests and diseases. More importantly, there is degradation of soil, either because of erosion, because of excessive heat, or because of high temperature, thereby rendering all useful microbes useless, especially those that aid soil fertilities and soil aminoration. The population of these microbes declined. Some of them are completely killed, and the fertility of the soil keep on declining almost every minute. So this is not the only thing that happened under this climate change. We also have the endangered species of plant and animals, birds, rodents, aquatic animals in the sea. When the acidification of the sea increases, and render them inactive or sometimes kill all of them. So the effect of climate change can only be imagined when you visit the field, the ocean, the forest, and all natural resources that are under the influence of changing in climate and its attendant problem. In recent times, we see wildfire ravaging many forests environment, as we found it in US several times. We also see the effect on crop production when drought ravaged several thousands of acres of crop being useless, and the pest also destroying all of these human resources. So in a time like this, the onus now rests on us, especially in agricultural sector, to focus on climate smart crop genotypes or varieties that can mitigate the effect of climate change, enhance food production capacity of the farmers, and secure global food that must be available to mankind. Now, when we look at all of this, if we may take example, in spite of all of this, there are breeders working across the entire globe, individually, collectively, to solve some of these problems. For instance, now, a lot of drought-tolerant maize varieties have been released. Other legumes that are also tolerant have been released to stress, to heat. A lot of maize early maturing varieties have been released for the escape from the drought and heat period. In the same manner, we have seen rice genotypes that can withstand submerged water flood for about 14 days. Example is Faro 66. Several varieties, both hybrid and open pollinated maize varieties that are tolerant to fall armyworms are outside there in circulation. So it is the responsibility of us as farmers to make use of all of these materials to mitigate the effect of climate change. Not that alone, remember that the effect of heat of sun, erosion, and torrential downpour of tropical rainfall environment render the soil useless. The fertility declines per second. Therefore, low nitrogen tolerant materials have also been developed. Heat tolerant materials have been developed. So right now, a lot of work is going on a lot of crops that can fix nitrogen on their own to enhance soil fertility. And the effect of climate that is ravaging food production for humans, food security will be guaranteed. Well, let me conclude by saying that the following suggestion may be the take home for those of us in research. We should take more advantage of the beneficial effect that the climate change is presenting. For instance, now, phenomena of climate change brings about mankind high photosynthesis. You can be selecting for that can give higher yield. You can also be selecting for phenotypic traits that supports yield. Generally speaking, genomic selection is the best in our own time. I wish the research successful output. I wish the farmers successful production years, and I wish the entire global communities food and nutritional security for the benefit of mankind. This is where we can stop for today. I remain S.A. Olakojo, a professor of plant breeding and applied genetics from IAR&T, Institute of Agricultural Research and Training of Bafemi Awolowo University, Nigeria. Thank you.